Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough with you, and it's almost the end of July, which means it's coming towards the end of a great thing for our community. And for that, we have Alina Merlos and Kaite Portier. You guys, thank you for being here with the United Way of South Louisiana and Synergy Bank. This is a great way, a benefit of coordinating the 7th annual now, the school supply drive to benefit local children and schools during the month of July. So this is what you've been doing to pack the bus, and this has been going on through the month of July, and then Friday it all comes together.
Correct.
So let's talk about that a little bit. First of all, explain what it is and what we're doing.
Okay. Actually, I was just telling somebody, I said, when we had Katrina, there was a couple of schools that flooded down the bayou. And I said, those parents, that's when it kind of brought it to light, the need in our community. Because those parents were very responsible. They actually ended up they saved money because they knew they had that expense coming up. So they were responsible. They bought all the school supplies their children needed. Then the school flooded. So through no fault of their own, those supplies got ruined. And then there's no more money to buy, because it's families who are struggling. So that kind of started the ball rolling, and then quite a few years later, we ended up, when Elmi and Kaite came to us, and we partnered with this Pack the Bus. So we have collected for the last 7 years. We have drop-off locations. People bring in. So the first year, we were really, really surprised at how the thousands of supplies that people gave. And you think it's all this stuff, but every year, it gets given away to children in need. So
yeah, no, it's awesome, and you guys actually have a bus, right? We were laughing before that it is a physical bus. But Kaite, tell me where Synergy Bank comes in.
So 7 years ago, we were looking for something to give back to the community, and we had a Partners in Education program, and so the education route seemed to make the most sense. And we've partnered with United Way on a few projects, and so it just kind of was the perfect partnership to start a Pack the Bus campaign. And we actually have brought in numerous local businesses and individuals who have supported us along the way. Some, from the beginning 7 years ago said, I want to be a donation spot, I want to be a partner, and they have helped us all these years. And that is so incredible that this whole program is because the community has supported it and not only been a drop-off location and partners, but actually brought those donations to us to be able to give them to the students.
Yeah, so we were looking at some pictures as we go. What would it is some of the drop-off sites?
We've had Chick-fil-A, the hospital here in Houma, the hospital in Thibodaux, all of the Synergy Bank locations, South Louisiana Bank, the Port Commission, the Chamber. Actually, we're picking up from the Chamber on Friday. But all those locations, and then in some cases, some people just drop by the United Way office and drop off some stuff. I know SCIA just had their meeting not that long ago, and they actually asked people to bring stuff to the luncheon, and it was quite a bit of stuff, actually.
Right.
So. I think this is an easy way to help the community as people go out and they're purchasing for their own children to just pick up a couple of extra notebooks, a ruler, a glue stick, that kind of thing. So
yeah, and you said the needed supplies. So I'm gonna look at my wife's a teacher, so I know all this. Single subject notebooks, crayons, pencils, ink pens, glue sticks, pink pearl erasers. Pink pearl erasers.
They're very specific. They like those pink ones.
3-prong pocket folders, pencil colors, Kleenex, paper towels, baby wipes. Everybody's kind of been through that as far as doing it.
Correct.
Is there anything different this year because of the last year, and the last 2 years, really? Year and a half?
I would say cleaning supplies. I think teachers would accept that. One thing that in recent years they have asked for were belts of all sizes. A lot of students come and they don't have belts or clothes that fit properly, and so they're fashioning belts out of rope and things like that. And packs of white socks. That's something that you don't think about when you think of school supply shopping. That is a huge need for students. But as far as COVID related, I would say cleaning supplies,
Clorox wipes,
which
Kleenex,
you can actually find.
Now you can,
baby wipes, all of those
Yeah.
cleaning type things would definitely be appreciated.
Right, and mask.
Mask, No, because like I said, like Katie said, you don't ever think about socks. And if your wife's a teacher, I'm sure
Oh,
that
yeah.
you have written more than one check.
Sure.
So I think this drive not only helps the students, but it
Correct.
also takes the pressure off our
Yes.
teachers having to provide those
Right.
supplies.
And a lot of people don't think about, we all think school supplies at the beginning of the year, but there is a great need in the middle of the year.
Correct.
After all said and done in the beginning, everybody's got their supplies, but those supplies run out, pencils break, things get lost, that kind of thing. And so I know teachers spend a lot of money, especially in the middle of the year, to replenish what's missing.
Correct.
And so it's a great, they pull from these supplies to help with
Right,
that.
because the supplies that we give, we actually give them to the school board and then the guidance counselors who are able to identify the children. Because, I mean, we're in no way,
Right.
prepared to be able to do that. So those guidance counselors are able to say, okay, this child is in need, and then they pull those supplies, give them what they need, and then they find success in the classroom because they have what they need to learn.
Alina, looking at the United Way for South Louisiana, got about 30 seconds left. This is a pretty giving community, though, right? I think people look
Even-
forward to finding a way to help out. If they
Even in
can,
tough times. I mean, this past year, our campaign was a little off, but when I talked to other United Ways, I mean, they had one parish, it's a standalone one, and they couldn't even give to any of their member agencies. So we've been really lucky that even though people were having tough times, they were able to give to United Way, and we really do appreciate it.
Right.
This is a wonderful community when it comes to that.
Yeah, well, thank you guys, and thanks to y'all for what y'all do. I know the kids really appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, Lena and Katie, thank you very much. So we'll be back with more Bayou Time right after this.